We've had yet another incredibly spectacular race day at Kaplan Stadium this weekend. For a change, we restricted the races to Mustangs only, which finally allowed that gorgeous racing ship to shine just a little bit more, where it usually doesn't really hold up against the other racing ships. We saw a lot of familiar names make a return: Splen and Shaknu, our world record racers, accompanied by Speedweed, Sharkbait, Neojet, Numinos, Cyprime, and Red Wolfwood. With the opening of the racing school, we also saw a bunch of new names on the scene: Kelsar, Kyle the Kid, Flipperdip, Sika, and Connor Risnick. Here's a recap of the most spectacular parts of this Pro-Am race day. Buckle up!
So let's watch them go through as we follow them down through the slaloms. Lots of party marker soup happening. We're seeing Shaknu with a good lead as they're approaching Turkin, our cameraman. We'll see how... Oh, lots of explosions on the slalom. We're missing Connor, he's out. Them doing the dolphin, as they call it. Just rolling on their side, pitching up and down as they would make their way through. It's Keith.
Speedweed crashing during the slalom. Side by side, Flip and Keith keeping it... Oh, Flip rating earlier than Keith. Be really interesting to see how this goes through the fold. They are neck and neck at this point. Flip diving inside. Flip actually making the overtake here, so this is really...
Oh my god, they're neck and neck. Keith is just in front of him, but so close. Are they touching? I believe they're touching. As they go through, Keith is out. He hits Flip, or Flip hits Keith. I don't actually know.
Sharkbait looks like he's taking a little bit of a lead over Red at this point, heading into Cargo Valley. Still very close. A lot of separation between the first two and Speedweed in third place as they head into the first of the chutes. Red going really wide. I'm not sure what happened. Red is just streaking off into the distance. Not sure if Red lost control, clipped something. So at this point, Speedweed's closed up the gap big time. Speedweed is right on Sharkbait's tail. As we head down the last turn of the fold section, heading into the chute number 2. Let's see who has the most boost available. Sharkbait in the lead by maybe 50 meters. We're cruising down alongside them. Speed actually closing the gap a little bit. Sharkbait braking early or running out of boost, one of the two. Sharkbait going into Skid Row.
So is Speed.
And I believe it's Sharkbait across the line first. We'll have to get confirmation on that. This is Splen's opportunity right now. Has made it through the first part of the track clean for the first time.
Speed in the lead.
Just got one racer in the way, being Speedweed up in the lead.
We've got Splen in second place, very close behind as they make their way now through Skyscraper.
Heading down the first of the chutes. Looks like there's about 500 to 600 meters difference between Speedweed in first and Splen in second as they enter the fold section.
I'm hearing the racers whip past, and I just gotta say the Mustang has a beautiful flyby sound.
Splen's closed it up to probably 50 meters at this point. Definitely closing. We're going into the last straight here, though. Opportunities are dwindling for Splen to take over the lead.
They're watching.
Speedweed just ahead.
They're coming this way.
Splen is closing. A little more speed for Splen.
Speed is so close now to Splen. There's not much between them. It all comes down to who makes this turn a little better. Still, I think it is Speed in the lead. We'll have to wait for confirmation from our race director as they dip down to Skid Row. Wow! There they go. Instantly, it looks like Red Wolf and Speed set off at the same time. It looks like Speedweed has overtaken Red Wolf through the slalom as he takes the lead. There is about one strut of a gap between Speed and Red. We'll see. What a gap to first place.
Kyle the Kid in third, just barely dropping down to the last section of the fold.
That means he is one trench run and turn away from winning the AM main, as this is the final lap. We'll watch him dip down. There he goes, down through the final turn and across the finish line here as daylight is fading. Oh, Shaknu! What is happening with Shaknu? An incredibly slow start from him with Splen and Sharkbait straight off the line. We'll watch them dip down, and as they do that, we will see who enters the slalom first and who comes out through it and into it. It looks like Shaknu in third place. What do you think? Is he doing this on purpose, or did he just have a bad start?
It could be on purpose. He could have had a bad start, or he could have had proximity assist and not taken the time after these resets to reset that. So there's all sorts of things that could be in play right now.
Splen so close to the struts as he makes his way through. He's in first place with a good gap. Sharkbait is in second, and we've got... Sharkbait in second and Shacknu in third as they make their way through Skyscraper Valley and now through Cargo Alley. There they go. Splen is got a real lead over Sharkbait, and Shacknu is hunting Sharkbait down.
Shacknu took it really tight. Sharkbait took it super high, so this looks like Shacknu overtaking Sharkbait for second. Barely in the lead. Hopefully these two don't collide down the chute.
No, they're keeping very clear from each other. We've got Sharkbait playing it safe in third, sticking just behind Shacknu. We're dipping down now through Skid Row. We've got Splen already onto the fold, and we'll watch them as they enter toward the slalom. We're getting in position. Splen is dipping down now. He is into the slalom.
Big props to Sharkbait right now, holding it with Shacknu 1-1. Like, it is staying very close right now. I expected Shacknu to pass him and just kind of take off, and that's not what's happening quite yet, at least.
It's very interesting to see then 2 minutes and 2 seconds for the first lap of the race by Splen. That's quite a bit slower than Shacknu's on heat number 1. Shacknu has overtaken Sharkbait now.
We've got a 6-second lead for Splen right now, so it has increased by maybe a second over the last lap. So Splen currently pushing it a little bit harder than Shacknu.
Holding his own, man. There he goes, dipping down, and we'll wait to pick up Shacknu in the process to see how far behind he is. Looks like we're looking at about 6 seconds for the gap. If Shacknu wants to make a move, it's got to be now, and I expected him to be a lot faster through that slalom. Here comes Splen then, halfway through. And there is Shacknu.
At this point, I think Splen's probably been putting in some sneaky practice himself as well. Just looking at how comfortable he is here, how consistent he's been over these laps we've seen already.
Here comes Splen, entering the slalom.
And we are sitting on, I can't quite see the lap count, unfortunately, but I know we are dwindling here. Shacknu doing such an amazing job of navigating oh my gosh, he's just closing on Splen.
Shacknu is overtaking Splen through the slalom.
Wider.
Shacknu is neck and neck with Splen now. Are they going to make their way through Skyscraper Valley intact without colliding? It is Shacknu with a higher line versus Splen. Shacknu now entering Cargo Valley before Splen does. Who comes out first? It is Shacknu, but Splen with more speed, and they hit! Shacknu is out. Splen is still going. We lost a racer as Splen tried to overtake Shacknu. That was awful to watch. I can't believe that Splen has taken out Shacknu trying to make that overtake with so much more speed.
Oh, wow. What a catastrophe for poor Shacknu. Oh.
This is not how Splen will want to win a race. Let's see.
No, definitely not.
Splen has stopped. Splen has stopped. No, he's still going. He's missing a wing.
Yes, he's having a very difficult time controlling with that lack of that wing missing. Everyone who's flown the Mustang knows that when it loses a wing or two, it starts being extremely difficult to keep in a straight line, let alone managed around obstacles and corners.
Would you want to win the race like this? Oh! Splen is out of control trying to go through Skid Row, spinning out as he makes his way through. Does he make it through? He does. Listen to the sounds on that engine rattling as he makes his way across the finish line to come in first place as the only one left in this race, taking out Shacknu. Shacknu, who battled his way back to the front so well across 8 laps. But he got taken out as Splen took it back. I can't imagine this is how you wanted to win this one.
Not at all, never. I mean, you never want to win with a collision, but with these two ships the way they are, that was a risky overtake, you know? This is why I save my overtakes for when the ships are at their slowest point. So you always run the risk when we're both going at full speed like that. Well, no, I didn't see him. It did feel like I was getting the ground back, yes, because I knew I had a superior turn there. I had a tighter line and a little more boost saved up, but I had no idea where he was. I mean, you're not gonna with the desync and with everything else. It's just kind of a risk you got to take.
You earn yourself a really awesome prize sponsored by CIG, the Avenger Titan starter pack with LTI. Have you got any plans for that baby?
Best ship in the game by far. I love the Avenger. I'm very, very excited to get that. I don't know. I mean, I use the Avenger almost every single day when I play this game. When I'm streaming, it's my #1 transport ship. So I'm very happy to receiving one officially instead of just like the usual loaner. So that's awesome.
Usually coming out of the slalom, I don't use boost at all. I actually let it recharge. But for some reason, something said, no, use a little bit more boost to pull ahead of Splen. And so I did that, but that actually threw my boost timings off because now I didn't have it to dump it all at Cargo Valley. So I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be right in my ass coming into Cargo Valley. And that's exactly what happened.
If you enjoy racing and would like to join the community, head on over to racexgr.com and join the Discord. You're invited to come race with us or join in on the racing school if you're looking for a boost.